What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man, seen in over 100 plus countries around the world. You're tuned into the Detroit Raw Show right here, only on YouTube. I got some news for y'all.
Shortly after the release of an audio recording this past Saturday morning of a conversation that allegedly included Clippers owner Donald Sterling, the NBA commenced an investigation which, among other things, included an interview of Mr. Sterling. That investigation is now complete. The central findings of the investigation are that the man whose voice is heard on the recording and on a second recording from the same conversation that was released on Sunday is Mr. Sterling, and that the hateful opinions voiced by that man are those of Mr. Sterling. The views expressed by Mr. Sterling are deeply offensive and harmful. That they came from an NBA owner only heightens the damage and my personal outrage. Sentiments of this kind are contrary to the principles of inclusion and respect that form the foundation of our diverse, multicultural, and multi-ethnic league. I am personally distraught that the views expressed by Mr. Sterling came from within an institution that has historically taken such a leadership role in matters of race relations and caused current and former players, coaches, fans, and partners of the NBA to question their very association with the league. To them, and pioneers of the game like Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, Sweetwater Clifton, the great Bill Russell, and particularly Magic Johnson, I apologize. Accordingly, effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA. Mr. Sterling may not attend any NBA games or practices. He may not be present at any Clippers facility, and he may not participate in any business or player personnel decisions involving the team. He will also be barred from attending NBA Board of Governors meetings or participating in any other league activity. I am also fining Mr. Sterling $2.5 million, the maximum amount allowed under the NBA Constitution. These funds will be donated to organizations dedicated to anti-discrimination and tolerance efforts that will be jointly selected by the NBA and its Players Association. As for Mr. Sterling's ownership interest in the Clippers, I will urge the Board of Governors to exercise its authority to force a sale of the team, and will do everything in my power to ensure that that happens. This has been a painful moment for all members of the NBA family. I appreciate the support and understanding of our players during this process. And I am particularly grateful for the leadership shown by Coach Doc Rivers, Union President Chris Paul, and Mayor Kevin Johnson of Sacramento, who has been acting as the players' representative in this matter.
What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man, back here with ya. The gavel went down today, world. Yeah, Donald Sterling ass. Banned from the Clippers. Banned from the NBA. Now, here's the $1 million question. Was it enough? Somebody asked me, well, Sandman, is it enough? The thing is, and this is what's really got me about this whole scenario. It's not about the fact that the man said what he said. We all know what he said. But it's the thing that they saying he did nothing wrong to put him out the NBA. He just expressed his opinion to an intimate part of his life, which was with his girlfriend, which he didn't expect that she would do what she did. So is it right about what he said? Because he said it with his girlfriend, it's supposed to be secluded, private area. Now they're talking about getting together the commission and the rest of the team owners to decide if they want to put him out of the NBA. You know, world, it's not so much that it was a big thing. This is a big thing. But it's the way that the world is mixing it and trying to make it seem as though, okay, we know y'all mad, but what can we do? I mean, what do you want us to do? Lock him up? Nah, I didn't say lock him up because of what he said. That's the First Amendment. It gave him the right to say what he wanted to say. But don't make it seem as though this is something that never happened before and we don't know how it happened and now we don't know what to do. No, 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 no. You did the right thing as far as an overwrap. You know how when a dead body is laying there, you take that overwrap and lay it over him, or tarp, whatever you're going to call it. You lay it over the body. It doesn't mean that the body is not there. Doesn't mean that the body is not dead. It means you cover it up so the world don't see so much of it. There's nothing to really show so much. Hopefully this will go away. If it's a black man, it's definitely gonna go away quickly. But this is supposed to go away. Alright? So even though you put these sanctions on him, you're still acting like there's no law about this. No, I guess it doesn't fall in hate crime, even though he said it displayed his dislike for black people. I guess because he didn't jump on a black person, he didn't jump on Magic Johnson. So I just don't like to hear the fact that we don't have nothing to stand on. It's more or less like everybody in the world says, this is the way of the world, and it would never change. Historically, it's always been like this. It would never change. And you're right, world, it will never change. it will never, ever, ever change. Still gonna be the same way. That's why I got this on. Because it takes a lot to be too black and too strong. You know, my heart has been hurting me lately. I've expressed that to you all in the way that the black culture is looked upon, the way the black man is looked upon, the way the black family is not together, the way our kids don't respect us, the way our women don't respect us. I've displayed it all to you. I showed you the bad part of black being out here, disgrace. But I don't hear any comments where somebody's saying, let's get a round table together and get a solution to this problem. Because this is a big problem. Racism is one of the biggest problems that we lie about. Remember I told y'all about that fakeness? Remember I told y'all about that line? Today may be a sunny day here in Detroit, and I talked to y'all yesterday, and I told you yesterday it was storming, and we had all these storms. They said that we got this a little bit of break for a little while, and then it's supposed to come in later tonight. So hopefully that we all will be all right, and hopefully wherever you are tuned in to Detroit Raw Show, you'll be all right. If you're in the Midwest or the South or down in Florida or somewhere down there, the Carolinas. Because we're supposed to get hit in the next couple of days. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, last night I was out with ADL. And these are a bunch of brothers that are trying to get things together. And that's what I want to showcase, us getting things together. There. So, you all stay tuned. This your man, MrSan44Man. In some trying days of our lives that we have to deal with the surrounding of lies and people putting things in our face that's not true. I just like to let you all know that you're tuned in to the Detroit Raw Show, one of the hottest shows out here in the city of Detroit, and your man, MrSan44Man, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all and keep it real raw. That's the way it is, y'all. We're a big society that thinks some people should be here and some people should be here, when we all should be on one level. And that's just the way I think God made it. This is the Detroit Raw Show, right here, only on YouTube. MrSan44Man.
Another homeowner firing back. A woman shot an intruder who tried to break into her home on Detroit's west side.
Now that intruder is injured and in police custody. Here's what her family had to say to 7 Action News reporter Dave Llewellyn about it.
I grew up on this block. We've never had anything like this before. Never.
But these are different times. So too, more and more often, is the response from people defending their homes against those trying to break in.
It's like they're not caring. It's like they're dying to get killed out here.
Around 12:15 this morning, a truck pulled in front of Jimmy McGee's sister's house on Detroit's west side. A man got out, went around the side of the house, and used a crowbar to try to pry open a window in the back. The homeowner was awake, saw what was happening, and called 911.
She stated to them, he's coming into my home. I really do not want to shoot him. He's coming in. Dispatcher stated to her, you have the right to protect yourself. So once she saw his arm reach in, which was her grandchildren's room, playroom back there, he knocked the figurines off the top of the television, and that's when she fired at him.
She gave him a warning while she was on the phone with the police, and yeah, I guess he ignored that warning, and he paid for it.
Police say the suspect was shot in the arm. The bullet that wounded him wound up hitting the garage behind the house. The male suspect was quickly taken into custody, as well as the female driver of the truck. he's in stable condition.
My sister is a God-fearing woman, and she's very, 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 very religious, and she's more or less concerned about him. Did I kill him? You know, and things like that. I tried to tell her, don't worry about that situation.